when you go up, there's only one way to go. It's back down to the bottom, you know. So I mean, it's probably best to stay on an even keel, although it is really hard to do that, you know, because once you're going, the record companies, you know, they show no mercy. They want you to sell as many records as possible and get you on every cover until people are sick to death of you, and you're sick to death of yourself.
Come a chameleon. You come and go. You come and go.
The Boy George story must be one of the most well-documented of any pop star. His image and reputation as Wicked Wit of the West guaranteed him acres of newsprint and a prime place on Terry Wogan's sofa. His subsequent heroin addiction only fueled the press fascination of the type normally reserved for royalty and mass murderers. 2 or 3 years ago, it was tough to find a magazine that didn't carry a Boy George feature. Now, it's tough to find one that does. But George is pleased that the madness is over, and he's taking advantage of the lull in the storm to start his own record label, More Protein. Do you think it would be fair to say that one of the reasons that you started the label was because your own career as Boy George was hitting a doldrum, you know, hitting the doldrums?
Well, it wouldn't be fair, but it'd probably be true. To a certain extent, you know, because I think, you know, it was mainly because the record company just didn't know what to do with me. It's like, you know, what do you do with the ex-pop star?
Look to the heavens and do what you must. Speak to the night when you're fighting your lust. Down on your luck, you got no one to blame. Bury the rich, it will still be the same.
Virgin might be relieved that George has found a new métier, and now they can stop worrying about what to do with him. But they haven't been entirely supportive when it comes to backing the label financially, because it hasn't produced a hit single. But this hasn't influenced the kind of acts that George wants to sign.
We're on the road to
Dance music, primarily. I want to do ragamuffin as well. I want to do just not necessarily even chart stuff, although it is obviously nice because then, you know, you got the record company on your side if you ever hit. But, you know, everything's up to the knees, sold about 40,000 12 inches, which is great for a record that had no airplay on the radio. And it's funny because when that record first came out, everybody said, including Virgin, that it wasn't going to happen. And I just had a feeling about it, and obviously it's being re-released now on, I think, in February. And I mean, I think it's a top 10 record, you know, and I'd set my heart on Virgin sort of believing in it too, but it's taken like 2 releases of this record for them to actually say, right now we're going to do a video. These are the things that, you know, you're up against all the time with record companies.
Everything starts with an E.
When I met Karen, you know, I mean, not only was she a fantastic rapper, but she was also, you know, brilliant. The lyrics that she wrote were like special, and I think, you know, Karen's, I mean she's a star, you know.
We rock this party and we set this chaos. Wow! Whilst George is serious about making the label work, he's also keen to keep it on a slightly underground level.
It's fun, you know, it's a struggle, and that is something you definitely lose when you become really successful, because everything becomes very easy. You know exactly what you're doing every day, you know, and it's like, it becomes predictable.
Father is a broken man. He drinks just to forget, searching for the higher ground.
It also seems that becoming involved in More Protein and the dance scene has made George a far happier boy than the frenzied days of Culture Club.
I mean, I've just sort of gone through a whole kind of like, sort of change in my life, where I want different things, you know. I want to be able to have a life that I can enjoy. I want to have nice people around me. I want to have friends that I can trust. I just want to be a normal person without being hideously conservative, you know. I don't ever want to be part of the establishment. You know, I don't ever want to be like Cliff Richard, you know, and I could probably make a very healthy career going on blankety blank and being sort of, I don't want to do that, you know. I ain't ready to be put out to roost.